Attempted theft of Bugatti driver's watch. London.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's chasing that guy.
A gang of masked men armed with shotguns and axes were seen on CCTV storming a computer shop. Jamal Hussein, 22, from Walsall, was part of a gang that targeted city computers in Smethwick. One victim was hit in the arm by a gunshot blast, and another victim suffered a neck injury after shots were fired at the business. Hussein was jailed for 9 years and 2 months at Worcester Crown Court on Thursday, the 12th of September, after admitting to firearms offences. 4 men from Walsall have already been jailed for their part in the attack.
Welcome everyone to Blighty Blighted. Now then, I have been around a long time and have seen the crime rate of our once beautiful country skyrocket over the decades. I have long since moved from London because of just how bad things were getting, and that was 20 years ago. What do we expect, though, if there's not even any local bobbies on the beat? My family and friends tell me it's gotten much, much worse since then. Let's find out how bad it's become together.
Stand here.
Give me what?
Bang, don't leave nothing, bro.
Hey, why is that in this one?
Go.
Hey, why are you jumping me? Why are you jumping me?
Listen, look, I'm a London scammer. I see it, I want it, I click it. Nights in the bando, pirates whipping. Next day, man started clicking. No blue and waitress tipping. Bad beat, come and take this thinking. Codeine, I
Is this why we've seen an explosion of Turkish barber shops on our high streets in recent years? I was talking to an Indian friend of mine this morning in his clothes shop, and on that high street alone, there are 5 barber shops in the space of 100 yards. It turns out they're mostly Albanian and not Turkish after all. I asked him how he thought they could all be profitable with only a limited number of potential customers in the catchment area. Without any hesitation, he said, they're up to no good. They're fronts. In other words, vehicles in which to launder money through. And he claimed to know this for a fact. I'm not saying I necessarily agree that they all are, but you don't have to be a rocket scientist to work out that they can't all be economically viable, especially when business rates and rents are so high in this area. Now, I know blokes get their hair cut more regularly these days than when I had to visit a barber, but since 2018, we've seen a 50% increase in barbershops across the UK. That said, though, with the massive influx of illegal immigrants we've seen since 2018, maybe the need is there. Who knows? After all, illegal immigrants need to get their hair cut too. Funny old world we live in.
Please! Stay where you are!
Operation Machinize, a national crackdown across England. Police raided 265 businesses, barbers, vape shops, and mini-marts. These places looked normal, but behind the scenes, they were suspected of hiding major organized crime. In Shrewsbury, 2 Kurdish asylum seekers were detained in a modern barber shop. Inside, cash, illicit vapes, unpaid bills, and living quarters hidden upstairs. Police believe these shops were fronts for money laundering, drug dealing, illegal immigration, even modern slavery. Some barbers claimed $150,000 a month in income, with barely any customers. In Rochdale, a cannabis farm was uncovered. Heroin, steroids, machetes, and fake documents were also seized. 35 people were arrested. 55 suspected illegal immigrants questioned. Over $1 million in assets frozen. And yet, most shops reopened the same day. Some had hidden compartments. Some were linked to 5 different businesses registered at the same address. Staff claimed they didn't know their bosses. Authorities say gangs use asylum seekers to stay under the radar. This is the first coordinated operation involving police, immigration, trading standards, and tax investigators. The National Crime Agency says $12 billion is laundered annually in the UK, much of it through shops like these. Leave a comment if you've seen suspicious shops in your area.
So this is the official stats when it comes to who commit the most crime in the UK. So I'm going to start from the top all the way to the bottom. Albania, Moldova, Congo, Namibia, Somalia, Afghanistan, Morocco, Iraq, Algeria, Angola, Gambia, Eritrea, Vietnam. That's crazy because Vietnam people are quite nice people, but Tunisia, Libya, and in the last place is UK with 136. So let me know what you think.
My car got stolen and I need to come on here and tell you guys to have a dislock. I mean, if they want it, they'll get it. But have a dislock, get the little pouch, put your keys in the microwave, get a bollard. We're getting bollards. CCTV that ain't a Ring doorbell. Like, get the whole lot. Get some electric gates if you can. Do a GoFundMe. Because honestly, the stress and ag and the expense after your car gets stolen is a joke. Like, there should be a charity organisation for the aftermath. Because I feel like the criminal. I actually feel like the criminal. I had to go to a police compound. I will post a video of Jamie exiting the police compound with my belongings from the car. Police found it in Enfield last Thursday. Because it looked like he just broke out of prison. It's been an experience. I haven't been able to do none of my lives last week, but we're back this week. So, yeah, content is pending.
Can I get that lot? Jesus Christ.
I've got me a secret, but I can't take it back to someone else.
I just caught a man shoplifting. Should I shop? Let me see if I can show you the dude, man, shoplifting. See if we can zoom in on that dude, man. Let's zoom in. Where's he at? Let me see if I can find the dude. Let me find the dude. There he is, man. There's the dude. Alright, zoom in on that joint. There they are. I just called. They just robbed. What's the name of that store?
BM? B and M. They just robbed that store, man. Broad daylight. Ooh, look at my face. Broad daylight. They just robbed the store. Britain, man. What happened to you?
This is the moment a man and woman were caught on camera stealing baby clothes from a London boutique. In the shocking clip, the man is seen discreetly stuffing 3 pieces of blue clothing down his shorts while pretending to pick dropped items off the floor. Making sure no one is looking, the thief, who is dressed in all black, meanwhile, a woman he is with, dressed in a white summer dress and sliders, promptly follows him out the door, looking back as she makes her exit. The incident happened in Blue Almonds, one of London's most exclusive and expensive baby stores, is a favourite of Princess Catherine, who has purchased items from the boutique for her own children. After the recent theft, Blue Almonds posted the ordeal on social media in a bid to catch the stealing duo. Please share this footage. It could help identify the individuals involved and increase the chances of them being caught, they wrote. We were unfortunate to experience theft at our boutique. Something that thankfully doesn't happen often, but it's still upsetting. The boutique added, as a public service, we're sharing this footage to raise awareness and help warn other businesses in the area to stay extra cautious.
This is the jaw-dropping moment. 2 bold thieves brazenly strolled out of a Waitrose supermarket in West London with their arms full of expensive steaks and salmon, as stunned staff looked on, unable to intervene. The theft took place on Thursday evening around 8:30 p.m. at the Notting Hill Gate branch of Waitrose. Surveillance footage shows the pair of shoplifters calmly walking out of the store before cycling away, completely unfazed. According to shocked onlookers, the men grabbed handfuls of steak, chicken, and fresh salmon fillets with absolutely zero panic on their faces. Witness Jack Barham, who watched the scene unfold, said, "They just walked in, filled their arms, and walked straight out. Nobody stopped them." Barham confronted the store manager, who confirmed that both staff and even the security guards posted outside were barred from taking action, citing safety policies in place to prevent escalation, especially with concerns about weapons. They're told not to lay a finger on thieves, even if it's happening right in front of them, Barham said, calling the policy absurd. This incident adds to a growing pattern of unchecked shoplifting across the capital, with many blaming Mayor Sadiq Khan for letting London's crime epidemic spiral out of control.
Can you please stop?
These men nonchalantly stole cigarettes from Tesco in front of customers. The men in masks and hoods can be seen clearing restricted items from behind the counter. One man takes a pack of cigarettes and tobacco pouches, while his partner in crime fills his bag with bottles of spirits. Customers and workers watched in horror as the men stole as much as they could carry. After filling their bags, the 2 men calmly made their way out of the door, while a worker spoke to the police over the phone. Thames Valley Police and Tesco were contacted to comment, but haven't so far.
This story is wild.
No problem. Prick. You don't want to prick. Okay.
No problem.
Okay, you think, oh, I'm going to get arrested again. I don't give a fuck for being arrested 100 times.
No problem.
Security. Please.
No
Stop.
problem.
Stop recording me. I'm scared.
No problem.
Stop recording me. I'm scared.
A teenager faces investigation after she racially abused and threatened phone shop staff for refusing her a refund. Footage shows the 19-year-old woman pulling items off the shelves and chucking them to the ground in front of workers at the electronics store in Uxbridge, West London on Saturday. As dozens of phone accessories pile up on the ground, she is heard repeatedly swearing before calling one worker a P-word and threatens to spit in his face. A group of shoppers can be seen watching in bewilderment from the shop entrance while her tirade continues. Police eventually arrived and arrested her, but she was released after the victim said he did not want to press charges. However, detectives are now investigating the footage and will return to the shop to speak with staff.
What is going on? What's happening? That's mad. Why are they not just ramming him?
Breaking news, a man has been caught on camera attempting to steal a £200,000 Porsche by cutting into the roof. Check this out. Now, this happened on Mill Street in central London in Mayfair. Now, the CCTV has captured this gentleman at 11:30 in the morning attempting to go inside this Porsche. Now, he's got this knife and essentially he's cut through the top shelving kind of ceiling or whatever. Now, this is absolutely insane. I don't know how this man has managed to get away with this, but in a minute, you'll see he actually climbs on top of the roof, then goes inside it and tries to hotwire it to actually steal it. Now, he's on top of the car now, and I genuinely cannot believe that this has happened. Now, as you can see, the security has now gone off. The beep, the alarm and beep sound system is then going off. The man's inside it, essentially trying to hotwire it. He doesn't have any luck, fortunately for the owner of the driver. Now, randomly, there's this wet floor sign, which must mean that people on the side of the street are actually still there. Now, watch very carefully, because this part is insane. Not only does he climb out, watch what he does, because he actually jumps on the back of the bloody spoiler and then runs off. Now, police are trying to find a gentleman. This video resurfaced from 2015, so it did happen a while ago, but...
More than £500,000 in illegal cash was seized during a crackdown in a barber shop for money laundering. This is the moment police raided a string of Turkish barber shops and seized all the money. Body cam footage shows officers smashing their way into the businesses, which are increasingly used as fronts by criminal gangs. Barber Hua Rahimpur, 30, was the linchpin of a vast cross-channel people smuggling operation. He is seen here being arrested by NCA officers in East London. He was later extradited to Belgium to face trial. The legitimate face of the trade, Reza Jafari, owns a legitimate Turkish barber shop in Kent and has become fed up with allegations of crime. The police seized more than £500,000 in dirty cash and arrested 7 people after swooping on 33 premises last month. The raids were carried out by West Mercia Police, together with Trading Standards West Midlands Fire and Rescue, Immigration Enforcement and HMRC.
The Range Rover's gone. Boom. Got another one, man.
Keyless cars have allowed thieves to hack into vehicles, using technology often bought on the dark web. T is going to show me how it works on a car he claims he's already stolen.
So this is our amplifier. This is catching the signal from the key inside the house. Key even having a battery in it that's constantly scanning for the car to near range.
So the car that they tell us that they've stolen recently is parked over there. I think they're a little bit worried though, because people on the street might actually think a car is getting stolen. To show us how easy it is, they say they've put the car's actual key inside the living room. The door is unlocked, but T's accomplice says he has to stay near the window until he captures the signal for the keyless ignition. There's like 20 seconds waving an antenna around and boom, the car is gone. Nearly 3 in 5 cars stolen last year in the UK were stolen in this way. How many do you do in a month?
You saying 20? Easy. I really don't tell this good. A lot of these cars getting broken for parts. A lot of them getting shipped out. Albania, Bulgaria, Cyprus, Greece.
And what percentage of the cars you steal get broken up for parts as opposed to
90%.
90%, really?
Yeah.
You're stealing the cars, someone's chopping them, but above that is someone who's actually putting the orders in and selling the parts on the other end. Who are those people?
Bro, ask someone in the Amazon warehouse. It's the same sort of process, bro. Like, not to try and belittle what we do, but we're doing the groundwork.
So you don't even know who's...
I don't need to know. I'll be right. I don't care.
Last year, around 355 vehicles were stolen every day in England and Wales.
You know how we have fun, boy.
That's 1 every 4 minutes, and more than 70% the amount stolen a decade ago.
Your Range Rover's gone. Boom. Got another one, man.
But most of these thefts are unsolved by the police.
My RS6 has been stolen. It's £85,000 has been taken away from me.
I'm investigative journalist Matt Shea. I'm tracking down one stolen Audi in the hope that it will lead me to the truth about car theft gangs. There's a signal jammer just right around here. It will take me across borders to Eastern Europe. We do need to get his name and his phone number.
Where I'll go undercover to track down the highly organized gang stripping down Britain's stolen cars for parts.
That's the van.
He's trying to lose us, I think. Roll down the window, roll down the window. Hello?
The tragedy unfolded due to the actions of multiple individuals who orchestrated the crime. The security guard, who had secretly filmed the watch, played a key role in setting the events into motion by sharing the video with others involved. The suspects followed Emmanuel from the restaurant and targeted him with the intention of stealing the watch, unaware it was not genuine. Their actions led to a brutal attack that cost Emmanuel his life. The stolen item was ultimately deemed worthless, highlighting the senselessness of the crime. The police investigation swiftly connected the dots, using surveillance footage, forensic evidence, and witness testimonies to track down the perpetrators. This case serves as a stark reminder of the dangers posed by material obsession and premeditated violence. The justice system held the offenders accountable, issuing lengthy sentences to ensure they faced consequences for their actions. The incident left a deep impact on the victims' loved ones and T.
Police! Motherfucker! Police! Fuck it up!
He's here. They're ramming the van and they're taking all the stuff from the van. Where are you? In Bromley.
Bromley?
Bromley Grove. He's videoing it now.
Okay.
2B Bromley Grove Shortlands.
Okay.
Yes, Shortlands. Bromley Grove. How many people?
4 or 5? They took everything. With Nissan Juke, black. Stop, please. Stop them, please.
So I've been mugged again this time. This time it was in Stratford, just outside of Westfield Shopping Centre. It was on International Way, right outside Stratford International train station. Got mugged right by that tree there. 3 guys on Suron bikes, the electric bikes, come past, nicked my phone out of my hand whilst it was unlocked, and then sort of shot down this road that way. So last time when it happened in Clapham, in Cafe Sol, they took my phone, drained my bank accounts, my personal bank account, all the money that was in there, they took that. This time they've done it even worse. They took money that was in my personal account and also drained all of my business accounts as well. I've obviously shut off all my cards, as you should, but somehow they still managed to take money like they did last time. I've told 101 that I've got a location which the phone is pinging from. They wanted to know the address, but they've said that they're not going to send any police round there unless they get more reports from that same address. So let me know what I should do with this address, because if the police aren't going to go around there, I want to go around there myself. But obviously, look, you don't know what kind of things you're dealing with. But yeah, they drained my business bank accounts. Not going to say the amount, but it was a 5-figure number. which has obviously had a huge setback for my business. But that's twice in 4 months now. Last time it happened was in April. Exactly the same thing. Had phones stolen out my hand. This time they were just on electric bikes. And them Suron bikes, if you know them, they're electric dirt bikes. And if they mod them, they can go something like 80 miles an hour. So there's no chance that I'm going to be catching up to them. But yeah, I've heard that it's quite rife at the minute around by that Stratford sort of area. But yeah, if this has happened to you before, either Stratford, Southwest London, or just anywhere in London, let me know down in the comments. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, drop it a like.
I didn't think I could be any more disgusted with Sadiq Khan, London's failed mayor, after the shocking death of Blue Stevens, a 26-year-old dad, butchered by an unknown criminal who the police still have not caught for his Rolex watch in front of his partner, his family, his friends outside a casino and a hotel in Knightsbridge in London last week. Have you noticed the mainstream media don't want to talk about this story? And Sadiq Khan certainly doesn't want to talk about this story. But remembering that Blue Stevens was butchered to death in our dying capital for his watch, I was sick to my stomach seeing that disgusting scumbag who has not uttered Blue Stevens' name in public, who didn't even include his name in his post on X, which is very, very different to the treatment of George Floyd in 2020. I felt sick to my stomach see him turn up to the final of Wimbledon on Sunday wearing, you're not going to believe this, a designer watch. Now, I'm told it's not a Rolex, but it's worth £2,000, this watch. And it makes me so angry. Peter Lloyd posted on X the absolute state of him strutting around as if he's a celebrity at Wimbledon just days after a young father was stabbed to death on the streets of London. Khan is utterly despicable. And can you believe the mainstream media have decided that Blue Stevens is just a victim that we shouldn't talk about? This has not been leading any news. Look at this guy. A young dad butchered for his Rolex watch, and it doesn't even make the mainstream media headlines, and it should. Listen to the heartbreaking tribute from his mum via London and UK Street News. She posted, this is Charlie Sheridan. He lit up my heart, and there she is. Every time I laid eyes on him, my only son, I lived for him. I can't stop crying. I can't breathe.
The UK is in a terrible dire strait. Hopefully I can see out my days without some bastard breaking into my house. Okay, that's all I have for you now. See you in the next video. Take care.